The moment we moved into this old Victorian house, I felt a sense of peace. It had character, history, and enough room for my 6-year-old daughter, Lily, to run and play. For the first few weeks, everything was perfect. We painted the walls, planted flowers in the garden, and explored our new neighborhood. It felt like the start of a beautiful new chapter. But then, the imaginary friend showed up. I wasn't concerned at first. Most kids have one. Lily called her Chloe. She'd set an extra place for Chloe at the dinner table, whisper secrets to her in the corner of her room, and tell me stories about their adventures in the garden. It was sweet, harmless. Chloe was just a part of our new life in our new home. But the details Lily shared about Chloe started to become unsettling. She said Chloe was always cold, even on the hottest summer days. She said Chloe couldn't leave the house, ever. One afternoon, I found Lily in the upstairs hallway, staring intently at the wall. "What are you looking at, sweetie?" I asked. She pointed to a spot near the floorboards. "Chloe's showing me where she fell," she said, her voice small and serious. She said it hurt a lot. A shiver went down my spine, but I brushed it off as a child's overactive imagination. The real turning point came a week later. I was tucking Lily into bed, and she was unusually quiet. I asked her what was wrong. She looked up at me with those big, innocent eyes and said, "Mommy, Chloe's sad. She misses her mummy and daddy." I tried to comfort her, telling her Chloe was just a story, but Lily shook her head fiercely. "No, she's real, and she's scared." Then she dropped the words that made my blood run cold. "She died here, Mummy, in my room." I didn't sleep that night. Every creak of the old house sounded like a footstep. Every shadow seemed to move. Was my daughter just being creative, or was something else going on? The next morning, fueled by coffee and a profound sense of unease, I started digging. I spent hours at the local library, sifting through old town records and newspaper archives. I felt ridiculous, like a character in a bad horror movie. What was I even looking for? But then I found it. A small article from a local newspaper dated 50 years ago. The headline was simple: "Tragic accident claims young girl's life." I read on, my heart pounding in my chest. A 7-year-old girl had tragically passed away after a fall in her home. The address listed was ours. My hands trembled as I read her name, Chloe Thompson. I rushed home, the newspaper clutched in my hand. I found Lily in her room, humming to herself as she played with her dolls. She had a small, antique-looking locket in her hand that I'd never seen before. "Where did you get that, honey?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. She looked up and smiled. "Chloe gave it to me. She said she doesn't need it anymore." That night, I sat on Lily's bed with her. I didn't know how to explain what I'd discovered, or if I even should. Instead, I just said, "Lily, I think Chloe needs our help to not be sad anymore." Her eyes lit up. "How?" she asked. I suggested we could talk to her, together, to tell her that she's not alone, and that it's okay to go find her mummy and daddy. So, we did. Right there, in the quiet of her bedroom, we spoke into the empty air. We told Chloe she was loved, that she was safe, and that her family was waiting for her. It felt strange, talking to an invisible presence, but as we spoke, a sense of calm settled over the room. It was a warmth I hadn't felt in weeks. After we finished, Lily yawned and snuggled under her covers. "She's gone, Mummy," she murmured, her eyelids drooping. "She went to find the light." She said thank you. From that day on, Lily never mentioned Chloe again. It was as if she had been a fleeting childhood friend who had simply moved away. The chill in the house was gone, replaced by the warmth and peace I had felt when we first moved in. I still have the locket. I keep it in a small box on my dresser. Sometimes, I look at it and wonder, was it all just a series of coincidences? A child's vivid imagination combined with a tragic story I happened to uncover? Or did my daughter really connect with a lost little girl and help her find peace? I don't have the answers, and maybe I never will. All I know is that our house finally feels like a home again. And sometimes, when I walk past Lily's room, I could swear I smell the faint, sweet scent of flowers, even when there are none around. Maybe some things just aren't meant to be explained. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've ever had an experience you can't quite explain, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.